Just 50 years ago, humanity took its first steps on the moon. For the first time, we look back at our own planet, a fragile blue dot suspended in the vastness of space. Since that moment, the human population has more than doubled. This series celebrates the natural wonders that remain and explores what we must protect to ensure both people and nature can flourish. Forests. Over half of all the world's trees, evergreen and deciduous, stand in these vast living assemblies. For many, forests are places of mystery, of darkness, and of life that thrives hidden from view. They are critical to the Earth's climate and host countless unique species. Throughout history, humans have often destroyed them without hesitation. Yet forests possess an extraordinary ability to recover when given the chance. This is the southern edge of the boreal forest, the Great Forest of the far north. It stretches east across Russia for thousands of kilometers. Now, in the heart of winter, it appears silent, almost devoid of life. But hidden within lives one of the rarest and most mythical animals on Earth, the Siberian tiger. There are fewer than 600 of them left. These are the most intimate images ever captured of Siberian tigers in the wild. A male tiger patrols a territory of nearly 2,000 square kilometers and must cover this immense range to find enough prey to survive the harsh winter. This is a land where food is scarce and every calorie counts. A single pine cone can provide vital energy during the winter months. Wild boars rely on these nuts, but they must act quickly, for they themselves are prey to the tiger. Across the forest, a constant game of hide-and-seek unfolds, as animals follow the sparse, life-giving stands of pine. Poaching brought the Siberian tiger to the edge of extinction, but since the 1980s, their numbers have slowly begun to rise. These rare glimpses remind us the tiger's survival depends on vast, uninterrupted forests. The boreal forest stretches from Russia to Europe and across North America. It contains 750 billion trees and stores over 40% of the world's carbon, making it crucial in the fight against climate change. In winter, days are short, temperatures plummet, and growth grinds to a halt. Compared to tropical rainforests, the far north supports relatively few animals, many of which rely on rivers for essential nutrients. In western Alaska, during both spring and autumn, salmon leave the ocean and swim upriver to their ancestral spawning grounds. This journey represents the greatest transfer of nutrients from one habitat to another anywhere on Earth. The fish provide a crucial seasonal food supply for the forest predators. Bald eagles live here year-round, nesting along the riverbanks. Juvenile eagles, still without their distinctive white heads, spend their early years learning to hunt and claim territory. This 4-year-old female is now strong enough to stake her claim along the river. Initially, she must scavenge for leftovers, but even this requires courage and constant vigilance. As the river begins to freeze, competition intensifies, and only the strongest will survive. Luckily for her, females are generally larger than males, a vital advantage in the struggle for survival. As winter deepens, all creatures face the challenge of extreme cold. If she survives, she will secure a foothold in one of Earth's harshest and most extraordinary forests. Further south, the last remnants of the great redwood forests stand tall. Not long ago, these giants covered the Pacific Northwest. Today, only 5% remain. Here, milder winds and humid Pacific air allow these trees to grow year-round. Beneath their towering canopies lies a densely populated underworld of life. A male, rough-skinned newt begins his spring pilgrimage to the pool where he hatched. He must act quickly. Others share the same goal. Across the forest floor, competition is fierce as males vie for females. Once paired, the male clings tightly as the female lays her eggs, sometimes for hours. Other males attempt to displace him, and in rare cases, females in the center of writhing mating balls can even drown. But this male holds firm, ensuring the next generation. By summer's end, the forest will face another trial. Wildfires that consume dried undergrowth, raising temperatures to 700 degrees Celsius. Though the aftermath appears devastating, the forest is far from lifeless. New growth emerges within months, often spurred by the fire itself. Sunlight through the newly opened canopy fuels a surge of life. Older redwoods survive, shielded by their thick, fire-resistant bark, a testament to nature's resilience. Most forests cannot recover alone. Many rely on animals to disperse seeds and maintain balance. Nowhere is this more evident than in India's Western Ghats, home to a third of the country's animal species. Lion-tailed macaques feed on fruits, dispersing seeds in their droppings. But to spread seeds over long distances, flight is essential. Great hornbills with wings nearly 2 meters wide transport seeds across the forest, feeding on dozens of fruit species. Their competitive feeding, squabbling over figs, also shapes the forest ecosystem. Dominant males demonstrate skill to attract mates, strengthening lifelong pair bonds essential to reproduction. Yet even defeated hornbills contribute by spreading seeds elsewhere, sustaining the forest. Elsewhere, Africa's Miombo forest stretches over 1,000 miles, from Angola to Mozambique. Elephants browse leaves when grass is scarce, and mopane caterpillars defoliate trees before elephants return for the second growth. This cycle supports endangered hunting dogs, which rely on the open forest for prey and raising pups. Young pups play, learning social bonds essential for future teamwork in hunting. Survival here depends on the interdependence of species, the forest's ecosystem in delicate balance. Madagascar's forests, dominated by baobabs, host unique species evolved in isolation for over 80 million years. Lemurs are critical pollinators and seed dispersers, while the island's top predator, the fossa, maintains balance in these ecosystems. A third of Madagascar's fossas have vanished in the last 20 years due to human-driven forest loss. Globally, over half of all forests have been destroyed, altering both ecosystems and climate. Yet forests are remarkably resilient, as seen in the recovery of Chernobyl. Within decades of nuclear disaster, vegetation and wildlife flourished, including wolves, deer, and Przewalski's horses. Given time and space, forests can reclaim the earth, restoring habitats and biodiversity. A future with more forests is key to our planet's resilience.